Hell is living in survival.
That's it.
And you either live in survival or you live in creation. And living in creation is such an elegant moment because you have to disconnect from everything known. And you have to get so present that time is no longer of the essence. You are in the eternal present moment.
Welcome to Good Vibes. We are dedicated to raise your vibration to make you inspired and make your day. Before we start, hit the subscribe button and the bell button next to it. Enjoy the video.
This is a flip because when we're living by our senses in three-dimensional reality, this space-time continuum, there's an infinite amount of space. And with an infinite amount of space, I'm local. I have a body, I'm local in space and time, and then I want to move from here to the door. At one point of awareness, Joe Dispenza, my other point of awareness, the door. So in order for me to go from here to the door, I got to move my body through space, and guess what? That takes time. So if I'm creating matter to matter, here's me, Joe Dispenza, where's my dream? Way over there. Why is it way over there? Because my brain is automatically estimating how long I'm going to have to work and go back and forth to work, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take energy to finally manifest that home or that car or whatever, and you're going to have to work harder. You're going to rush faster to get it done, and when you finally pay off that house or whatever, you're too tired, too exhausted to enjoy it. When you pass through the eye of the needle into the quantum and you enter that realm of time-space, it's a different world. There's an infinite amount of time. Time is eternal. There's an infinite amount. Now think about this. How much could we get done if we had an infinite amount of time? There's infinite possibilities. That's the quantum. And in the realm of time-space, there's no past, there is no future. It's all happening now. And so there's no past lives or future lives. They're stacked on top of each other. And as we move through time, as we time travel, we experience dimensions or spaces. And we have all the latent systems in the brain once activated to open the door to that dimension. And it only takes one experience of entering that place that you cannot see the world the same way again. And when you have a greater level of consciousness, you see possibilities. And in a sense, you're energized by information. You're enlightened. You're filled with light in some way, and you see possibilities that you haven't seen before. Now, getting beyond the analytical mind is one of the main purposes of meditation. And I can tell you that the analytical mind is always going to talk us out of possibility because it is fascinated on trying to predict what's going to happen next. So if you can predict your future, then you're laying a known on an unknown. And this is a habit we have because the brain is an anticipation machine. So there's many different obstacles and resistances that come with a persistent disbelief that has been programmed over and over again. I mean, I don't watch television, but I've watched it because of what's happening in the world. And I am so insulted by television commercials. I can't believe people would sit there and allow that information to program them, some drug to make them feel a certain way, some look, some whatever. You don't think that has profound effects on programming a person into limitation? When I wrote the book, You Are the Placebo, I was so angry at myself for 2 weeks. I was so frustrated with myself because I bought the program. People believe they need a flu shot because they don't believe their body's innate capacity to heal. 4 days teaching people how to elevate their state increased immunoglobulin A in our research by 50%. Immunoglobulin A is your body's primary defense against bacteria and viruses. It's better than the flu shot. It's better than a flu shot. But that's not the information that people get. So there's a layer of programming that's happening. And the beauty behind all of this is nobody's buying information any longer. I love it. And I'm not prone to believe that guy in that tube telling me the way it is, and nobody should. And more people then, as they start to wake up to information, there's a change in energy. Because change in consciousness requires a change in energy. And now, a greater energy causes systems that were once stable to become unstable, to become chaotic. And chaos is just unpredictable order. It's novelty, it's newness, it's an unraveling of systems. So hang on. This is a really profound time because it's got to break. And when it breaks, something better come out of it. And it's not going to be governments and politicians and religious figures and whatever leading the way. There is no one leader. Everybody's got to lead. Just like those birds that move in one direction, or those fish that are all in a school and they're moving together to give the appearance of something bigger to predators. You study that principle in biology. It's called emergence. You think that there's one leader that everybody's following. Everybody's leading. And there's a stigma we have in our minds that if you lead with too much passion in your life, you're going to lose your life. Whether you're Martin Luther King or William Wallace or Joan of Arc or Abraham Lincoln, you're going to get it. And that stigma is branded in people's minds for a reason. But this is a time in history to not die for the truth. This is a time in history to live for the truth. And if you're working on your anger and frustration, and I'm working on my fear and anxiety and my judgment, and I'm taking care of me, and you emerge in that heart of yours, and I emerge in that heart, we are going to be like-minded. We're going to be connected by that invisible field. Now everybody's leading, and you just can't take out everybody now. So we can't wait for anybody else to take care of us. This is the fundamental time where something greater's got to grip us. Something greater. And if I see you demonstrating courage, I'm gonna jump in. And all of this craziness that's going on is an important time. But when we stop doing all those things and reacting, and we start going, hey, what do you do? Oh, you're a solar panel guy? Oh, I'm a teacher. Oh, you're a doctor? Let's get together and let's start figuring out how to coexist. Oh, you're brown? I'm white? You're black? Who cares? That's the costume you're wearing to the masquerade. I celebrate your uniqueness. I'm weird too. And we're all like that. So the biggest lie is that kind of a way to create separation amongst people for the simple reason to disempower them into limitation, because now they're more dependent on pharmaceutical companies. They're more dependent on religion. They're more dependent on whatever it is that they need out there. But how can you give someone a sugar pill, a saline injection, perform some false surgery or procedure, and a certain percentage of those people will accept, believe, and surrender to the thought? That they're getting an actual substance or treatment, and they begin to program their autonomic nervous system to make the exact pharmacy of chemicals equal to the substance they think they're taking. Now, is it the inert substance that's doing the healing, or is it the body's innate capacity to heal? Because that sugar pill represents, it is a symbol of possibility. And you hand that person that pill, and they begin to select a new potential in the quantum field called, this could actually work. And if the doctor's enthusiastic, it'll work better. And if you name it something they can't pronounce, it'll work even better. And if you charge a lot more money for it, it'll work even better. And you make it sound like something that it can do for you, it'll work even better. Viagra, Niagara, it's a lot of flow. It's subconscious cues. So then, in the studies on depression, in the studies on pain relief, those people were making their own pharmacy of antidepressants, their own pharmacy of morphine. They were checking the receptor sites on the outside of the cells, and their body was making morphine. So then, do you need the sugar pill? Do you need the saline injection? Do you need to perform some false surgery or procedure? Because all they're doing is marrying a clear intention with the elevated emotion of optimism, of possibility, of inspiration. They're changing their state of being. All right, so the depression studies took 8 weeks, giving the person the pill every day. Most of them thought they were getting the actual substance because they felt so much better. The brain scans showed that they were better. They were getting the placebo. They went back to the researchers and said, I'm sorry, you must have given me the real medication. No, we gave you the placebo. That's how much better they felt. It wasn't one day. They didn't take it once and say, I'm better. He took it for 6 weeks. So then people are so entitled to thinking that the moment they press on their cell phone, they get answers and information. It's not how it works. This is a practice. Every day, changing your state of being. Doing it for 8 weeks without a sugar pill. Just marrying a clear intention and elevated emotion, changing your state of being without any exogenous substance. Sooner or later, you start feeling good. You practice feeling good every day for 8 weeks, you're going to start feeling good. It's just going to be the side effect. It just makes sense. And you are what you practice. You practice being a victim, you're going to get really good at it. You're going to get really great at it. You practice being a master or a mystic. Keep practicing. Walk as it, talk as it, sit as it, surrender to it, become more of it and less of you. You're going to start having wacky things happen in your life. And you're not going to be able to explain that to your priest. You're not going to be able to explain that to the person who's a governor of your province. You're not going to be able to explain that to your doctor. Although, wow, what an amazing time. We have so many physicians that come to our work now. We have so many doctors, oncologists referring their people, their patients, because they understand that if they can't get beyond their emotions and their analytical mind, they are not going to heal. So, the idea that people can create a better life for themselves, to begin to change their body. In order for them to change their body, they got to get beyond their body. Because if their body's trying to change their body, it's just going to take a long time. It's just going to take time. And so when that person has that inner interaction with the divine, they get a biological upgrade. And that upgrade then is instantaneous. And that instantaneous change causes them to take a piece of the divine back here into three-dimensional reality. We take a piece of it with us. So imagine every day you started your day with a date with the divine. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, you have a beautiful wife, but I don't think you would want to miss a date with her too often.
I don't.
Yeah, you wouldn't. And so what is the difference between a date with the divine? If you're going to make a date, show up. And when you show up, don't complain and beg it for things and complain to it. And who would you want to be around that? The divine would just be like, oh my God, meet it in love, meet it with passion, meet it. When your mind matches its mind, when your will matches its will, when your love for life matches its love for life, it is getting really close to you. And when it occurs, all the things you thought you wanted, you no longer want because you no longer feel like you need them any longer. So then the game changes once again. So what an amazing time in history. I mean, amazing time to wake up.
I hope you enjoyed this amazing speech by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Before we start with Complete the Quote Challenge, hit the subscribe button and the bell button next to it. As you see, most of you guys that enjoy my videos aren't subscribed. So subscribe and don't miss my new videos. We'll continue with our daily challenge. Can you complete the inspiring quote and give us the right answer? If you can do it first, you're the daily winner. Many of you knew the correct answer the last time, so congratulations to everyone with the correct answer. We were looking for 2 words and the quote was Joe Dispenza's and it goes like this. When you believe in yourself, you believe. And the correct answer was impossibility. So when you believe in yourself, you believe in possibility. Today we also have the quote that belongs to Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it goes like this. Just as thoughts are the language of the brain, feelings are the language of... So we are looking for two words, and I'm sure you will know the correct answer. Write your answer in the comments below the video. Even if you're not sure, try and guess. You might be the winner of this challenge. If you love this video and find it helpful, give your thumbs up and share it with your friends. Help me make this video more popular. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss my new videos and new challenges. So hit the bell button and you'll get noted when my new video is published. If you really like what we do here and want to support us, you can join our channel and our community for a symbolic fee and get many other additional features. You can do that by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. Or you can click on the link in the description of this video. Stay good and have a great day!